Okay, hello and welcome to another Artfight stream. Probably gonna be the last one. The end of Artfight's like super close, so I'm just gonna be locked in, grinding. Today I'm gonna be working on my revenges. I've worked on a revenge off stream. It was like a revenge for someone who attacked me like during my last like Artfight stream. Is crazy. But yeah, I worked on the my revenge for them like off stream. So yeah, right now I'm working on my second revenge, which is the character Alana Gray, by Elkin, who and you can see their lovely art in the corner of the stream, at the top right of the corner of the stream right there. So I've already done like the sort of like sketch slash like maybe like line art. So now I might get onto coloring, then like rendering, and I'll see if I could finish this revenge by doing the stream, and maybe get started on Nabi R's. My revenge for Nabi R, who is another person who attacks me. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right to it. I feel like one thing I really want to try for this piece is like, because I've seen what a bunch of people do, like instead of like I've seen like someone go straight from like sketch to coloring, and then I think what they do is like they render from there. So I want to see if that could work for me, because I think usually what I do is that I go into like I do sketch, line art slash like a more like refined like sketch, then coloring, and then I go into like shading. And like so far that like methods like work for me quite well. But I really want to try like experimenting with my art. And just like try new things, because I feel like I've slightly been art blocks recently. Like this week's great for. Oh hey Grace, thanks. Yeah. I've been like slightly art blocked, I think probably because like I don't know, like I just feel a bit like lacking like motivation recently, because I remember like I wanted to like do more like attacks, but like this year, because I think I only ended up doing like 2 last year, and like I was thinking that like, oh, this year I'm gonna like have so much more like done, because like, oh, like I have more free time because I finished like college now, but that did not turn out to be the case, unfortunately, and I still didn't really end up like doing anything. Like I'm really hoping like next year like I'll be able to sort of like make more attacks, because I think I'm pretty sure I did have to like lower down my goal for like this year from like 15 attacks to like 5, which is like okay. Yeah, art block is evil. Yeah, like because like, I mean like Artfight is really helping me. I think it's like maybe it's more sort of like motivation wise, because yeah, I'm ADHD, so like so it's like kind of like harder for me to sort of like focus and stuff. And I think I've like mentioned this in like tons of streams where like I'm like my brain's on 2 sides of the spectrum. It's either like I get like super motivated to the point where like I spend at work into the early hours of the morning to like finish stuff, or like I like what was it? Or like I just can't get myself to start anything at all, and it's really annoying. So if you guys are like artists as well, like I would appreciate some tips. So yeah, it's like this whole thing about like motivation's really annoying me. But yeah. Hi! Blue Duds, #1 fan. Key face, rewrite Sonic. Oh, it looks cool. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm currently trying to finish my revenges. Do this and that. I was about to blue dude and you're welcome. Thank you. Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Problem. Okay. Next. Okay. Oh, okay. Keep making. separate this color. Oh, okay. Did they? Okay, that seems to fill up. Yeah, motivation is tricky for Artfight. I find if I'm struggling with what to draw, I just draw OC race student interest, but outside of that, switching up materials brushes can help get the ball rolling. Okay. That's cool, thanks for the advice. Yeah, like, cause I think for like, me, like, I feel like what I tend to go for like, when I'm like, for like art ideas is that I usually like tend to like start drawing like scenes in like a D&D session that happened recently. So I've been doing like a bit of that. But I feel like for me like, cause I tend to like, when it comes to, cause I think I'm fine with like doing like sketches and stuff, cause I think I am able to like generate ideas. It's just that like I'm able to start like sketches and stuff, but when it comes to like full like proper like finished like illustrations, like I find that like kind of like hard to like sort of like finish, like because I mean like when it comes to like me, the sort of like I'm pretty lazy when it comes to like refining like my art, like most of the time I don't even like end up like doing like proper line art. I just go with like a sketch and then just like, okay, that's my line, oh well. And I feel like most of like my post-production work ends up sort of like so like makes it like come all together, but I'd also like sort of like make sure like all of, like the stages of like my art is sort of like fully like rounded off, if that makes sense. Because I feel like I'm just a really impatient person in general when it comes to like making stuff. Like if I don't see results immediately, then like, oh, why do I wanna like, I don't know if like I don't see any results, so like, oh, I don't feel like finishing this. So then I just end up not finishing it, and I have tons of projects like just stockpiled up. But yeah, media finding is hard, lol. Yeah. Yeah, I really want to be like those like really cool like artists online where like they like render and they put so many like cool details into like their art, but like I don't know, I think maybe it's like I'm at like my school level right now, or like maybe I just need to like study a bit more like art styles, because I feel like even though I do tend to go for like like the sort of like sketch, then like line art, then like coloring, then like blah blah blah, like I really want to like see if like I feel like I've kind of started to tend towards a sort of like just go from like the rough then like straight on to like sort of like rendering. Like I think it just like takes a lot of like patience. I think rendering does, yeah, rendering takes a lot of patience because you have to like carve out all of those like details from like basically like blobs of color. So it's like it takes like a ton of like effort to sort of like do for like a long time. Oh, I think another thing that also kind of like holds me back from like rendering as well is that like when it comes to like rendering, I think like most artists usually tend to like merge all their like colors and like sketch / line art together, which really scares me because I love using layers, and so I love like separating all of like my stuff. Like even like here you can see that like a ton of like the parts of my sketch are sort of like separated. cause I'm really like scared. It's like, oh, like if I mess up this thing, I'm not gonna be able to like go back and like fix that later. But like, I know it's like part of running is sort of like, technically running is supposed to like make like fixing mistakes easier because everything's on one layer, so you can just like, just color over if you made a mistake. And I remember, and I was like thinking of like maybe like a way I could sort of like overcome that. Is like, I was thinking of like doing this like thing called like the one layer challenge. That basically just would work on like one layer. So I thought maybe that could be like helpful for me to sort of like get over sort of like my perfectionism when it comes like drawing. And yeah. Layers, my beloved. Yes. Yeah, this is why I don't do a ton of like traditional art. Like I haven't really like I started out like doing like drawing traditionally, but as soon as like I got like my hands on like Ibis Paint, like drawing softwares, like a stylus, like I was like, I am never going back to traditional. I feel like I do kind of want to like do some more like traditional art in the future. Feels like it's good to sort of like broaden your horizons and like stuff. I think for me it's kind of like with traditional art, it's also the sort of like, oh, like I'm super scared to make mistakes because I can't really like go back on them sort of thing. But at the same time, I think that could probably also have perfectionism as well, because like you have to sort of like live with your mistakes, so you have to like make sure like every single stroke is sort of like made with like care. So like I really like adore like some like the like traditional artists like out there. Like I could never. It's fun challenge. I'm assuming it would be fun restriction too. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let me see if there's any other like art challenges I've heard of. I think I've seen this. There was one art challenge where like, basically some artists, they put like their whole sort of like screen in like grayscale, and then they like force themselves to color like just from like the grayscale. Then like by the end they uncover it, and they turn the screen like back from grayscale to like full color. So then like you get a whole bunch of like funky colors from that. So I want to try that out as well. I'm just like trying to figure out how I could do that on like Android, since I think like so far the artists I've seen doing that challenge are on like iOS. So I just need to see if that's like a thing I could also do on Android. So I think I'm smooth this to the back. Does there any other art challenges? I think the thing my phone is grayscale getting its turn. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try to see if that's something I could do. What else could there be? Oh, I think I've seen like some people do like, what's Android? Okay, that's cool. What I've seen some people also do is like they draw like only with like their non-dominant hand, which makes some like interesting results. So I think that could be cool to do as well. Then I think there was also some like other like, I think there's another challenge as well where it's like, oh, I think I saw there was this like one like YouTuber artist who like make like illustrations in like a segment of time, in like certain segments of time. So first they'd start out with like 10 seconds, then then after that's done they'd do like 10 minutes, and then they'd just keep on sort of like increasing it from there. It's really cool as well, sort of like test like speed and stuff. Just I think when I'm able to be like hyper focused, like I'm able to like finish like illustrations relatively quickly. I feel like for me it's just like sort of like a matter of just like keeping that up like consistently. Story character designs from ages ago. Oh yeah. I think remaking art's probably a good thing as well. The thing is though, like I don't really have any sort of like I do remember having some like old art, but I can't remember where I've placed it. So I don't know if it's been like gone already. But yeah, I think there was this like I did do that before. Basically it was like when I first started on like Ibis Paint, I drew this I drew a fan art illustration of Seraphina from Unordinary and Webtoon, and I think like a year after I think I redrew that as well. Then I think another year after that I redrew that. So I think that could also be cool to like return to as well. What are you drawing? Also, hi Voidwolf, welcome to the stream. Right now I am drawing a revenge for someone who's attacked me called Elkin, and the character's called Alana Gray. And this is the full illustration I have so far, and right now I'm coloring it. Yeah, we were just like talking about like art challenges, because I'm like recently I've been sort of like struggling with like motivation when it comes to like drawing, because like I am able to like start stuff, I just can't bring myself to finish it. So I was wondering if I could sort of like experiment and like do new stuff like that could sort of like help like you sort of like regain the fun in art, like yeah. Looks good so far. Thank you. Oh, yeah, it can be hard. Yeah. OC prompt lists to help with us more character building. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that actually would be really helpful as well, like, character building. Because I want to post more about, like, D&D and, like, my characters so badly. But, like, I've just been, like, sort of, like, stuck on, like, content ideas. So yeah, I think OC prompts would be, like, really helpful, like, let me just put this into a folder. I could find a few for you. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Thanks. Okay. Cause yeah, I think I've talked about this like a while ago, where like I was thinking of doing a sort of like I really wanted to do a sort of like storytime animation-esque sort of like series of like one of like the D&D campaigns I'm in. I think that's called like I think that's specifically inspired off of like Doodles is like Fool's Gold, which is basically like a storytime animation like series of like their D&D campaign. So I was thinking of doing something like that. But like when I started trying to write the script, I realized it was going to take like a ton of effort, especially because as well like for my like own series, like I was planning to have like the players and the DM like sort of like voice like the characters in that series. So like I've also been like trying to figure out more sort of like low, slightly not really like low, I guess more like low effort sort of like ways to like make like OC content without like it being like too sort of like, what's the word, like not really like straining, but like easier for me to just like make consistently. Oh yeah, because that's the thing, like I want to be able to like make stuff like content like consistently. I just need to like figure out like what I could do to be consistent. Because yeah, I was also thinking of like doing a sort of like because I was kind of like testing it out on like my previous stream where I was designing an NPC for like a campaign, and I was just like talking about like what happened in like the session. So I was thinking of like maybe doing something similar where like I just draw scenes from the D&D session, then I just like recap it like as I'm drawing. So yeah. Hey, I just realized that my OC and this person's OC has a similar braid. Oh, that's cool. D&D can be very complicated. Yeah. Yeah. The last session of that campaign I was working on like last stream, like my character ended up getting kidnapped by a cult who created her, and the other members of the party were arrested. So that was fun. This one used to end the campaign. It wasn't like the end of the campaign, it was like the end of a session. But I remember we did have like basically the first ever D&D campaign I was in. It ended because we got like TBK'd. Like we were still like pretty new to like D&D at the time, so like we were kind of like struggling with the mechanics a bit, and the dice were just not on our side, so we all died, which is fun. But yeah, I think I think we mainly did the whole like kidnapping thing because like I'm gonna be abroad in August, so I won't be able to like attend like D&D sessions for like a while. I'm sorry to go about it. Okay, that's okay. So like that's when like me and the DM was like, oh okay, let's just kidnap your character, and I was like, oh well, okay. So yeah, it's really funny as well, cause like I was like, cause like my DM, she was full on like, oh like I'm like, this session your character's gonna get kidnapped because this will be the last session you'll be in for this campaign, until like you come back. And like even with knowing that, I still got so surprised when like my character ended up kidnapped by the end. Yeah. Are the dice ever on our side? Broken heart. Nope. I still can't believe— oh yeah, cause like recently like me and my group, like we tried out a new system. Funny enough, the same like person who DM'd the campaign I was just talking about also GM'd for like this one. We basically were trying out like Call of Cthulhu, and basically like I think yeah, I'm pretty sure yeah there's a like, pre-written scenario by the creators called like Deadlight, and my character was like a basically a butch lesbian obsessed with rocks who's also like an archaeology student, and I gave her I gave her a Southern Belle accent because that's the only American accent I know how to do well. So like, and like I remember like halfway like through like the one like through like the game, like my character ended up going insane because like she saw like a dead body, and so she started thinking that the dead body was her, like the one who got away, her lost love. Butch lesbian, let's go. Yeah, representation. And you know what the greatest thing ever was? My character ended up surviving, was the only one who survived out of like the three player characters. The only one who survived, which I find so insane, because like I thought my character because like, I remember while I was playing, I thought my character was the one who was gonna like die, but then she ended up surviving, so I was like yeah, I really want to like draw her soon. She's like, I think I described her as like, oh, she's like in like a suit, butch lesbian, short, cut short hair, sleeves rolled back in case there's any sort of like surprise like excavations she needs to do, and I think as well, like, there was something. Oh yeah, she basically like there was this like shopkeeper who I didn't realize was a shopkeeper at the time, because basically like in Deadlight, spoilers, but like I think I'm gonna do like spoilers, but like basically like we had to go to like, a gas station, and what was it? There was a thing. Yeah, basically there was this like really sort of like there was this like guy who hated women basically, and like my character tried like punching him in the face, because I thought that would be fine, because like, oh, like my character's strength should be good, so it should be fine, but it's not, because she ended up failing. So so like she like ended up like missing, and then the shopkeeper just like kicked her out, which I found like super funny. But that guy did end up dying in the end, so she did get justice. But yeah. Lesbians are great. Hell yes, dead lesbian trope overcame. Yes! Representation win. Yeah, I really wanna like reuse it for like a longer like Call of Cthulhu campaign, because I feel like because a lot of like the skills like I like gave her, like there's like occult, like archaeology, I didn't mention occult, those didn't really end up like coming up as much, like, and it's really funny as well, because like the skills that we actually needed, we did, none of us like invested in. So like we every time like we'd like try to like do something, we just end up failing because we didn't like invest into that stat. But yeah, I feel like I definitely want to reuse it for like a longer campaign. Should be fun. And because we technically have a plot hook as well, for that, because my character has this sort of like medallion that she got, that one of the other player characters had. I think it was some sort of like eldritch like medallion. So I was thinking that like oh, she's gonna keep that, and then like and she can have that investigated later on. It should be called like campaign plot hook. And yeah, oh yeah, and like one thing I really love about is her as well is that like her name is Petra Starling, which and the literal meaning of that basically just means excellent rock. So I just found that really funny. She is an excellent rock. Alright, okay. Oh yeah, one thing I also found as well, like, I think it's mainly when I say alright, but like after like we finished like that like Call of Cthulhu like scenario, like I found I started like inadvertently like creeping into like a Southern Belle accent accidentally. I think this especially happens when I say alright. I think I said like I did do that just now, but like yeah, I was like alright. Excellent rock is amazing and describes all rocks, yes. Yeah, I remember I really wanted to do like a thing where like her like sort of like the one who got away isn't even an actual person. It's just literally just like a really like pretty rock, like turning into her. Yeah. She's infecting me with Americanness. And I think I was also, I was like, for like, because I think like that like when I was playing through that game, that was probably the longest I've ever kept up an American accent. So like, I think I actually didn't like, I was able to like keep it at it like most of the time. Like I barely like slipped out of like the accent, which is really good. Oh yeah, I remember like as well like, because basically like Deadlight, the scenario is sort of like set in sort of like the middle of like nowhere. And like basically the whole like start of the scenario is that like we're traveling. Like my character was the one with the car. So like I remember like whenever like we had to like refer to my character's car, like, it was like I always called it like, oh, let's head on to the Petra car. Yeah. Unfortunately her Petra car did end up dying because it got disintegrated by the lights, which was fun. But yeah, I think I remember like when I was like, because I remember like before we started like playing the game, playing the scenario, like we the keeper got us to sort of like make like our characters together, and originally I wanted to make like a sort of like goth boy, but then I realized that goths didn't exist in the times of the 1920s, so I decided to go for like an archaeologist sort of like person instead, and I'm really glad I ended up going with that because I love Petra. I love Petra. No, rip car. Yeah. It's always the inanimate objects, yeah. Yeah, I remember as well, like, when we like, during the sort of, like, Call of Cthulhu thing, like, there was this really plot-relevant, like, book that we used to, like, read, like, lore off of. But like as soon as like we sort of like but we lost it while we were being like chased by a monster. So we literally had to like circle back and like get that again. Yeah. Goths didn't exist. No. Yeah, they actually started like I think it was like during like the 70s and 80s. Like. Yeah, I think like because I think I researched that before the session started. So I think I saw it's around like 70s, 80s that goth started existing. But yeah, one of my players ended up marrying a Cher at one point. Oh whoa! I wonder what happened behind that. I wonder what's the context behind that. Because that sounds like something that would happen in like my group's campaigns as well. Like I remember like there was this like campaign I was like DMing for where basically there was this like widely loved familiar called Dave. We all love Dave. He's like a raven familiar for one of like the player characters. He is best boy, and like basically like I had this like whole like plot line where like because like technically it was like I like at the time I only had like one like sort of like arc like planned out. So like, which was actually sort of like supposed to be planned for like nearer later on, but since that was the only like sort of like arc I had planned, I decided to like okay, I'm just gonna like put this in. So then what happened from that is that like Dave ended up like getting with an archdevil, and with his like puny little like familiar self, and like massive demon, massive devil, and. Yeah. And I remember like we had this like really funny thing where like basically like the devil's obviously like super toxic, and like and I got to the point where Dave literally was like turned to emo because of the devil, and like and he started like fighting the party, be like, like my boyfriend's so much better than you guys. But yeah, the party managed to like bring Dave like to his senses. And yeah, he's now a normal familiar bird. It was kind of random. The player had joined late and wanted to watch a fight along going on, so he took a chair from the wreckage and never let it go. So funny. Does a chair have a name? I'm interested into this chair lore now. Oh yeah, that reminds me of like, I remember there was one time when like me and like a friend were like laying on the floor at school, and like we saw there was like there were like labels on the bottoms of the chairs, so we're like, oh my gosh, chair lore. Yeah. This is the name, I can't remember it though. I think it was a chair pun though. Let me go look for it. Ooh, okay. We love puns. Puns are iconic. Oh yeah, I remember like, I was talking with like one of my friends recently, before like a session. It was actually before like the session that like, my character got kidnapped and the rest of the party got like arrested. So I was just talking to them like beforehand, and like, basically they said that they made like a, what was it? A custom like wild magic table, and like one of the, and I remember like one of like the options that my character got was that like, I think it was like a random like NPC like near your character falls in love with your character, and that was in the middle of like combat as well, so that was really fun to sort of like go through. Like I remember like we were on like an airship, so I was like, so my character's like, oh, like jump off for me, my love, and like the character's like, no, like I need to do this first, my love, and yeah, and like I remember like one of the other options for that as well is that like, for the wild magic table was like, what was it? Ooh. Oh, I forgot what it is now. Hi. Hey, Spooky Cookie. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, what was the wild magic thing? It was over like something. Oh yeah, I think one of the like other options is that like like one of the results is that like you had to like speak as Donald Trump for like until like a long rest or something, which is really funny. And then like I think there was like another one that was like, what was the other one? I remember there was a really funny like other one was like, oh, I can't remember. But I remember it was like really funny. I think it was like something to do with like chairs, was it? I don't know. I can't remember it now, but I'll see if I can remember it later on. But yeah. yeah, let's do the vines. Yeah, okay. Oh yes, let's do the jewelry as well. Actually, let me. So many things. Too little time. I still can't believe like Artfights are already like ending soon. Like it feels like it only like started like only so long ago. Like feels weird. Yeah, I think like at this point I'm just like focused on like just finishing all of like my sort of like all of like the people I need to like revenge. Then I think I'll just leave it at that. Then like, because I remember I was like working on some like friends' sort of like attacks. But because I don't think I have time to like finish them anymore, I think I'll just like finish it for them like outside of Artfight. Yeah. I know I missed it for a year. Yeah. I just love seeing Autumn overseas. This doesn't feel right. Okay. Just refine the hair a little bit more here. Can't find anybody who has some sort of pun. Okay. I want to round up my attack amount to 35, but I think I can manage 2 more maybe. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I feel like my Artfight streams have been like the most successful like streams I've had so far. Which is cool. But yeah, cause like now I'm thinking like, oh, when am I gonna like do a like after Artfight? What sort of streams I should do? Cause I mean I have like Take 5. I could also sort of like stream so like me doing like working like designs, illustrations. Because of the whole like art like challenge thing I was talking about earlier, like maybe I could like stream myself doing some challenges, like doing some like practices, some gesture drawings. You'll yearn for watching people draw. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I really need to get onto like making like a proper streaming schedule. I just feel like I am so inconsistent because like I feel like my energy levels can like vary a lot. So like sometimes whenever like I feel like I want to do a stream, like I was like, oh, I don't really have the energy, so maybe I shouldn't like do this. But like, yeah, it has been fun like to like streaming. Like I've only like started like I feel like it's been like 2 weeks now. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's really cool that like fun like sort of like interacting with people. Yeah, I'm really hoping to do more of it in the future. I'm kind of hoping once I start like uni, like I'll have like a more sort of like like consistent schedule, so like I can sort of like plan around that. So yeah, because I remember I really wanted to like make like what's it like schedule sort of like schedules, and like I did end up like trying to make one, but I didn't even end up like sticking to it anyway. So I think what I've kind of like opted to do now is that like because I feel like for me like I'm a very sort of like all over the place sort of person. Like I don't really like sort of like being like tied down by like certain like times and stuff. Like I prefer to just like go with the wind, see what comes out of that. And I think what I've sort of like borrowed from like another like VTubers that like I've decided to just like just tweet out whenever I'm like doing a stream, then see what comes up from there. You're watching people draw X speed paint, watch your brains kicking in. Yeah. Yeah, I need to make more speed paints. Cause I remember I was thinking of, I really wanted to like, when I started out this channel, I really wanted to make like, what was it? Like, speed paints of like, sort of like, cause I have like a shit ton of like old art like stockpiled up. And like, I still haven't posted like the majority of them. Which is something I really do need to get on. I keep on saying I need to, like, I'm gonna do it. Then I end up not doing it. But like, yeah, cause like, cause yeah, I used to like draw, like all those like old art. I used like IBIS paint. But then when I tried like exporting like the time lapses, like the quality was like super bad for some reason, which was really annoying. So I think I ended up just like doing like that, like the Eldritch Dilf like speed paint you can see on my channel, and like basically all of my branding. I really need to like start making like drawing art on my persona, because I do have one. It is like my Minecraft skin, and like that I use in like Take 5. I just haven't like been like making any sort of like references for. Yeah. Oh, cause like it's very funny because I'm supposed to be like a bird person, yet like, because of like the amount of like purple and like black on like my sort of like skin, like people have like sort of like said I'm kind of more like an Enderman, which is really cool. It's interesting. I was thinking like maybe I could like implement that to my lore somehow. Cause like it's really funny as well, cause like I remember like at the beginning of Take 5, like people we were like, oh, like this isn't gonna be like lore heavy, like we're just gonna like we're just here to have a fun time, and then we had the whole Mr. 5's like fiasco, and the disc. Then apparently I'm also like a child of divorce. Let's plug in my tablet. I forgot to do that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I still need like cause like I did clip that part of like me, Blobble, and Dacia just like role playing out a whole like divorced family saga. I just need to like draw like a thumbnail for that. Oh, cause that's really funny as well, cause like I literally like after I finished my stream, like I watched like Dacia's like POV like after, and like there was this whole segment that I missed out on where it was like basically like basically Dacia returned to Blobble's base, and they started like beefing over like, oh, like our like marriage, and how like Dacia did like crack cocaine and like yeah. Some wild stuff. These lines. Oh. Readjust this window again. Okay, there we go. Finish this. I probably need to change the color of the line art soon. Okay, that's fine enough, I guess. I'm just do a bunch of V like this for the stitches, I don't care. Oh, yeah, I guess all the way down. The sleeve. I just do a bit of cleanup. I feel like I need to get into the mindset of doing a line art more. So I have to like clean up this like later on. That thing. Okay. Is my screen froze on my tablet? Oh, I think I might have. Hold on. Come on. Okay, this is a bunch of like groups on the way, so I'll make this a bit thicker. Oh, I don't know why this isn't working. Is my Wi-Fi that bad? I mean, my Wi-Fi's like pretty decent, so I don't know what the heck's going on with the screen sharing thing. Why isn't my screen sharing thing working? No. Evil screen share. Yeah. This actually happened in like the last Artfight stream as well. Like I was not able to like, what was it? What? Oh, I think I accidentally closed the thing. Okay. Come back. Okay, it's working now. Let me switch the window. There we go. Yay! Yeah. Just gotta keep on going. I have to remember what's like putting forwards there since it's covered by the hands anyway. Okay. Let's fix this whole thing. Where's this line coming from? Okay. Well, yeah. Oh, I remember I was talking about this on like another stream. Where basically like I was talking about like because I started on Ibis Paint and now I've like moved over to Clip Studio Paint, and I was talking about like what I sort of like missed from like Ibis while like using like Clip Studio Paint. And I think like one thing's like I miss about Ibis Paint is that like not gonna lie, the poem rejection was kind of better in like Clip Studio and Ibis Paint. Like Like, cause like basically like, sometimes whenever I do like sort of like, when I draw on like Clip Studio Paint, like, cause I don't have one of those like fancy like gloves, sort of like, artist gloves. So like I have to do like, it's like sometimes what happens is that like my random ass like strokes or dots appear, which is like really annoying. Like they've definitely like cut out like a significant like chunk of time when it comes to me like drawing stuff. Just having to go back and like fix those like things like there. I remember my partner like said to just like get like a glove, just cut out a glove. So I'll probably do that, but like I didn't actually have any gloves around. Oh well. It's very interesting. I didn't know it was a program thing. Yeah, I think like I don't know. I'm not sure though, because like I think what IBIS Paint does is that like it only like for the palm rejection, it only sort of like detects your like stylus, and then for like it only registers your fingers for like gestures, but like I don't know if it's like there's some sort of like programming differences. Or like because like Clip Studio is more sort of like port over from like the desktop version, like maybe that could be it, because like I think like yeah, I feel like IBIS Paint's like probably like problem projection is probably better because like the majority of its users are working on like a touch screen, so it needs to be like really good. Yeah, I definitely like, I feel like I'm being like spoiled by like Clip Studio by like how many brushes like and like resources they have. Like I am stockpiled up on so many like brushes and like stuff. If the glove I'm gonna cut one cup, use it for one so it's more comfortable. Do not recommend winter gloves from experience. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I pretty sure I only have like winter gloves around. I don't really have any of those like thinner gloves. So I think there's probably like gloves out there I could probably use. Yeah, for now I shall just suffer with the random dots. Yeah, CFP is amazing. The 3D thing is awesome. Yeah, I want to use like the 3D like things more. Like I just haven't got like the chance to. But like the 3D models would be so useful. Because yeah, I guess it is like a sort of like comic focused sort of like program. So like, yeah. Oh, and like the recent like features as well is like really cool. Like it was like a puppet like warp like tour. Then there was like a oh yeah, you could also like draw on like models as well, like directly onto models. That looked cool. One thing I really want to try out is like the sort of like there's this like feature in like Clip Studio Paint where like if you have like a 3D model open, like you can use your camera and like place your hand in front of the camera, and whatever hand like whatever pose your hand makes is also what like appears on the model as well, which I found really cool. I really want to try that someday. I remember when I was bored once in like class, we had like Procreate on our iPads, on our school iPads. So what I did is that like I just like used like the Procreate's like thing where you can like draw like on the face, and I just drew like my D&D characters like makeup on myself. Yeah, I think the other day like when I was working on like with the whole model as well. Damn, okay. That's cool. Cause I remember like I think the other day like I was working on my revenge for Ghost Was Dead, which is the person who attacked me during stream, and like one first was crazy. Oh my gosh, yeah, I definitely need to try that. Like what was it like? Yeah, I was looking around for like tentacle like basically because I was drawing their character called Revix, who was the character they were talking about like last stream, where basically like they like their character sort of like kidnapped like by Hydra and sort of like made to do like made to go through like experiments with them. So once to sort of like implement that sort of like the logo of Hydra onto like into like the illustration somehow. So like I started looking around for like tentacle brushes on the Clip Studio Paint like assets, and I found some really questionable like brushes to say the least. You're gonna say freaky, I guess, yeah. Hold on. Wait. Actually, never mind. My brain was lagging for a second. I got really confused with the way I was supposed to place the stitches. More sort of embellishments I need to do. Okay, there's like I've done the corset detailing. I've done these stitches. I should probably do like the sort of like hoopy sort of round sort of pattern. And there's also the pretty sure there's flowers. Oh yeah, I remember one thing I forgot to mention from like the Call of Cthulhu stream game was that like basically you had this really like heartbreaking moment where basically one of the player characters was this like guy called Alexei Volkov, who was his whole thing was he was supposed to be like a communist, a Russian communist who's just randomly in like America instead of the Soviet Union for some reason. And like he had this like really like tragic like I actually like before that he had like these like really like close calls with like the creature where like it was like the creature was actually like right like next to him, and then the next time he was gonna attack, but then like by some miracle like Alexei's player somehow managed to like pull through and like succeed on like the check, the roll. And then I think like but the one time but Alexei did unfortunately end up like dying in the end, where basically like in order to sort of like get rid of the monster we had to like we had to do this like ritual, and like even though my character's like, oh, sacrifice me, it's okay, I'm gonna save my wife if I get sacrificed, so it's okay, sacrifice me. Alexia's like, oh, like I'm not letting her like sacrifice herself because of how like insane she is right now. So we had to do this like whole like ritual thing, and basically what happened was that like what was it? Yeah, like basically Alexia has to like carve like a symbol like onto his like forehead, and then that would sort of like call forth like the creature and make it sort of like eats like the person who's like who has the symbol on their forehead. And then like you also have to perform this sort of like chant beforehand as well. So like make sure the creature like goes back into the box where it came from. So I ended up like performing an eldritch chant in a Southern Belle accent, which was really funny. It was like, yeah, da, da, da. I remember like the handwriting was kind of hard to read, like in like the sort of like handout that like we got from the DM, the keeper. But I managed to pull through in the end. Yeah. Okay, I think I should be done with all like the line art quotation marks now. So I'm just gonna recolor everything and now head on to line arts. Not line art, what's the word? Oh. Shading, yeah, okay, that's what it's going for. Okay, let me just finish these touches up. Clean this up slightly. Oh. Shading, yeah. Slash rendering. Okay. Just add a bit more detailing to the hair. We shall progress. Oh yeah, I forgot to do some strands. Oh yeah, there's tons of gaps here, let me fix that. That should be fine. I don't think people are gonna be looking that close at it anyway. I wonder if I like zoom out a ton or if it's like normal. Because I think when I tried like watching like time lapses of like me drawing before, like they end up going in and out like whoa, whoa, whoa. So I wonder if it's like the same here as well. Back is hurting. almost done. Yeah, I think might as well do the nails as well. Okay, I think I should be good for shading now. I think when I started this, like, drawing this attack, I was thinking of doing a sort of, like, in a sort of, like, darkness sort of, like, thing. But I don't know if I still want to, like, go with that, or, like, I don't know, I was thinking of, like, doing a sort of, like, maybe some sort of, like, flower garden, maybe? Or like some sort of like wall like covered in like ivy. Alright, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay, I think a new thing I'm gonna try is that, cause usually what I do is that I split up like shading, into like, by parts and stuff. But I think what I wanna try doing now is that I'm gonna like try to apply like shading to the whole of like the colors. So does that make sense? Like, yeah, it's like everything at once instead of just like parts at a time. Because I think what I kind of find is that like my sort of like what was it? Something. Oh, because what I tend to do is like after like I sort of like finish like shading, like the general sort of shading, I get onto like what was it? Like first I do like general sort of like shades, like shading, so like the finer sort of like the smaller sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like smaller sort of like shading. And then like I do like a then once I'm done with all of, like the general shading, I'd have like a massive multiplier layer like clipped to the whole of the character, and I'd use that to sort of like sort out the lighting. But because of what I found from that, like a lot of the highlights I tend to draw like end up being like negated by the multiplier layer. So I was thinking if I like tried like instead of just like clipping like shadings like individual parts, I'm gonna like do it all to like the whole. But yeah. Well, good luck with overall shading. Don't cure. I'm gonna need it. I really wanna finish this. Okay. This back because that sits like on the reference. Where are the glasses? Oh, there. I think for the eyes as well, change the colour of that. Oh, nope. Like that. Okay, shading time, yay, okay. Okay, we need to lock in. Okay, I think what I was planning to do is that like I'm gonna have like a sort of like flower in like, where's my thing freeze? Eh? Oh. Oh, I need to move my thing. Oh, okay. I think what I'm gonna try to do is that like, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I still need to do that. Let me do that real quick. The earrings and the ivory as well. I need to do that. I think it's like a diamond there, and I think let's put like a dot there. Should I have that earring kind of going out like that as well? Should I just keep it like... I think I'll have that, have like less sort of like drag. Yeah, I feel like that should be okay. Oh yeah, one thing I was thinking of doing as well, back on the whole like sort of like OC content sort of thing, I want to make animation memes so badly. I feel like I've just been like trying to look for like audios. I think they're all like the sort of iconic ones. But like, it's kind of hard to like find audios that sort of like fit my characters more. Like, I really want to do like a Honey I'm Home like animatic for one of my D&D characters, because it fits us so well. Do kind of a dancing thing. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that one before. The Dance of the Ages, yes! Just have all my OC, like, D&D OCs just like dancing in a line as if they're not being traumatized in the campaign currently. Cough cough, Moira. Where's my baby? She's so sad. Just give them a little treat of dance, yes. One, two, three, four. I'll do 5 so it doesn't overlap. I hate it whenever I encounter like tangents and like lines in my drawings, and like there's nothing I can really do to sort of like replace it. Like, it feels like for such like a a tiny thing, like you'd think it doesn't like affect you that much, but like when you actually like see it, it's like super like jarring. Which I guess is like the quirky thing about art, like details can either like make or break a piece. Is that all the details of the ivy? Because I think I'll save the ivy for like later maybe. Should I just do it now? Yeah, I think I might as well just do it now. Oh, I can't have the party time by the Northern Boys currently stuck in my head for some reason. It's party time, get the drugs out. From my club was sad, oh man, it's party time, get the drugs out. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. What else can do? Vines, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I was figuring it out a bit more. Oh no, my screen's okay. My screen's gone again. Hold on. Why is it only on the actually art focus streams does my screen end up wanting to kill itself? I really need to get like a proper like HDMI like cable like connector from my tablet to my computer because this is not it. I've always wondered how like people with like iPads like connect to their like streamer artists with like iPads. Like I've always wondered how they sort of like connect their stuff. Like is it also through like an app or is like they use a connection? Who knows? Please work. Okay, I think I'm gonna close it again. I restarted it, but oh well. I don't know if it was just the lasso tool. Oh, never mind. Evil screen share. I can't tell if the circles on her arms are meant to be like tattoos or something. I think I'll just leave it as is and I can always like go back later. Okay, finally. Oh, okay. It's like behind a bit. Okay, it's catching up now. You can get adapters for HDMI. I use one for my tablet because I don't have an HDMI port on my computer. Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, that's what we have. Please don't freeze on me. Might be notes in the character description of their tattoos. Oh yeah, probably. I'll have a look at that. Might as well look at that right now. Where's my phone? Okay. She's there? Vines, embroidered. Oh, it's 7 foot! Wow. Okay. Lock in, focus on the task. Artfight ends in like a day. There's nothing about there being tattoos, so I'm gonna assume they aren't. But yeah, okay. A day if we had 2? Oh, probably more like 2, but like, I just gave myself less of like a bit of urgency, I guess. Have to leave working on figuring out how the Nightville TOFG system. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Oh my gosh, why is the screen glitching out? Oh well. Well, no, I don't even really need to go. He's doing my adapter. Okay, where is my thing? What is I gonna do? What's this? Okay, it's all the detailing. Okay, yeah. Rendering. Let's do this. Oh, actually, I think what I might do, I'll do the whole, like, whole thing. Then you erase the light. I think I'll do that with the softer brush. I love using this brush. It's from one of my, like favorite artists, like, Kogabet Ari. I love, like, using their stuff. Or, like, not, like, their style, like, I love how they use sort of, like really soft, like, gradients, yet so it somehow, like, tends out being, like, really sort of, like, shiny, like, I love, like, shiny art styles, they're really cool. Yeah, I think I'll try doing some, like, below lighting. I should probably pull up references, but I am not, because I'm lazy. Which will probably kick me in the butt later. Actually, let me test out the background as well. I don't know if I still want to go with the low sort of lighting. I mean, let me just lasso it because that'll probably be faster. I don't know if I still want to keep on going with this sort of lighting situation. Because I feel like that it would fit the character, but I don't know if I'm able to do it justice. Yeah, I think this kind of like heavily obscures the character anyway, so I don't think I wanna go with this. Yeah, I think I'll probably just do like a sort of like, or maybe like the sort of like stories that like maybe she's like leaning like back against like a wall. She's behind like a sort of like garden wall that's like covered with like ivy. That could be cool. Okay, what sort of lighting on her? What time of day? We've already gone over sort of like, let's see if like I will. Okay, yeah, I think that, yeah, that complements the colors nicely. Then I could have the sort of like garden wall around like here. Okay, okay, that could work. Else, might as well I'm gonna change the lighting as well. The color of the shadows, I mean. Oh yeah, I think I kind of like that. Oh, there's the little random dots. I might change the color of the shading slightly. Uh-oh. Frozen again? Ah, alright. Oh no, it's still frozen. Never mind. Ah. Okay. Refreshing. Again. Just bear with me guys for a moment. I don't know why this, like, I really need to get a HDMI adapter. I'll probably try getting one as soon as I come back. Cause I probably won't be streaming during like August. Just how I'm going abroad, so yeah. Okay. We stay locked in. We love technical issues, yeah. Oh hey! Yeah, I really need to get like a proper adapter. But yeah, I'm still drawing. It's just not letting me show it, which is really annoying. And it's still loading. Gosh. Alright. I don't know if it is something to do with my Wi-Fi. But oh well. I'm gonna keep grinding, even if no one can see it. Right now I'm currently working on like the skin shading. You can imagine it, yeah. Yes, lock in. The real speed paint was the friends we made along the way. Ooh. Okay, we've got an American in here. Welcome to the stream. Wait, is it working out, please? No, it's still loading. Oh my gosh. Ah. Sigh. Yeah, it's still loading. Very sorry, guys. my thing is just not wanting to work at all. Why is that always like the Artfight streams as well? First I had Eldritch Dill crashing my stream, and now my screen refuses to work. Oh, that's just too powerful. Yeah, that's it. Mielo, hello! Hello, the chaotic cat. We are currently working on Artfight Revenge for Elkin. You can see their attack on me in the top right corner. Yeah, we are currently having some technical issues. I really need this to work. Why is it still loading? Oh my god. At this point I might as well just send like a screenshot to let you guys see how it's doing. Cause it is going... Rip stream. Okay. It's back. Okay, this time I did not quit. I did not end stream. Okay, so that's good. I just need to keep grinding even though my screen refuses to work. We shall keep going. Okay, let's see. Okay, somewhat. Okay, it looks really bad, but okay. When I work with what we've been given. It survived, yes. Thank you. Okay. What was I gonna do? Continue shading, yeah. So cool, thank you. Okay. Keep going. So close. Just need to get the shading over with, and I can add my pretty effects. And we'll be done. Oh, I think like one thing I do still use like Ibis Paint for is like it's like for like the post-production of my illustrations. Like I just find like Ibis Paint's like way of sort of like going about like effects like way more like intuitive for me, and I'm already like super used to it. Because I also have like the pro version of Ibis Paint as well. But I don't know if I'll show like the post-production stuff like on stream. I think maybe I probably could. So you guys can see me do like a whole illustration from sketch to completion. feel like I want. I feel like I might change the colors a bit because I feel like I want this to be bit more like faithful to like the original. Ooh, maybe if I could, instead of like a warm sort of color palette, I could go with a sort of like, maybe this is actually happening like nights. So that way I could still sort of like keep the sort of like mystique of like, oh, she's in the dark and she's holding this flower that like, I don't know, is her power or something. Yeah, I think that makes them look a bit more like towards the original colors. Yeah, I think I like this more. Okay. Ooh, spooky. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna like go with like for the wall, like doing like a sort of like just importing like a pre-made like texture, or like I'll just like draw it on like manually. I think knowing me, I'll probably end up drawing it manually. Okay. Lock in. Wrong brush. Drawing bricks is awful though, yeah. But I do love myself a good challenge. How's the art fighting going? Hello. Blue Solaris 2? I don't see your name, but apologies if I said it wrong, but it's going okay. I'm currently working on like a revenge right now. For Elkin of their character Alana Gray. So this is how the full illustration's going on right now. Originally I was gonna go for like a sort of like night sort of like theme, but then I changed it to more of a sort of like, no, originally I was gonna go for like a sort of like daytime sort of thing, but then I changed it to night because I thought that would look a bit more like faithful towards the character's colors. So yeah, I'm just currently shading the hair. You can see the whole name. I like saying people's names, so it's like, yeah. Okay. This looks decent, I'd say. Nah, let me just refine these edges a bit more. Hello Zerzang. Welcome to the stream. It's neat, I'm just taking a break from inking attack myself. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah. Can't believe what fights in like 2 days. It's a little late. That's okay. We are fighting it up in here. I think once I'm done with this, I'm gonna like wind down with playing, I'm playing on take 5. So, oh my gosh. When we're taking 2 more full scene pieces, then when we're done for the year. Nice! That's cool. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my second to last one. Then I'm gonna focus on getting my revenge done for like another person. Then I think that's gonna be it for me. It is some pretty decent detail, I'd say. We get some like, strokes going on. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm really liking this. I don't think I've like really tried this style of like hair shading before. I've always like seen it like a ton of like other artists, but I've never really like figured out how to like do it. So yeah, I think it's like mainly the sort of like here where like it's sort of like dark at like the edges. I feel that's mainly what I was sort of like struggling on. Okay, I think this should be good. And the rest of the hairs like at the bottom here. So let's color that in. What? I think I might actually keep that original Let's Play. What's your opacity? Opacity. Oh my brain. Okay. So stay locked in. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's gonna be a bit of a trek. I'm gonna speed through this. I only ever got one in defense. That wasn't a revenge to an attack I made. So I didn't really have any time. Really have to crunch any time due to revenges. Okay. That's cute. I feel like for me it's mainly just like motivation. I was talking about this like earlier on stream where like I was like, oh, like everyone would like because I did like have like a ton of like attack ideas like my friends, but like I didn't really end up like having enough time to like get to them because like my motivation was like really bad. But like I'm hoping like next year like I'll be able to like Artfight some more. Because I remember I was originally aiming for like 15 attacks this year, but I ended up having to like lower that to just like 5 because of how bad my motivation was. But yeah, I'm currently just like at this point I'm just gonna settle out all my revenges, then that will be it, and I can always do better next year. Oh. Okay. Yeah, there's always next year. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, because I think as well, like, my references for, like, this year were, like, super rushed. Like, I remember, because I thought, like, Artfight was in August. And because, like, I'm gonna be, like, going abroad, as I thought, like, like, maybe I won't really sort of, like, put time into Artfight because, like, I'm gonna be abroad when it happens. But then it turns out it was actually in July, so I decided to rush making all my references. Yeah. Just want to attack more people next year. Yeah. I still can't believe, because I was like, the Eldritch Dilf that crashed my last Artfight stream. It took me, like, even then that took me a while to, like, put onto Artfight. Because I still don't have, like, a proper, like, updated, like, reference of him. So best of us completely prepped for June. Nice. Oh, because I guess, like, as well, like, I don't, like, outside of D&D or, like, slash, like, TRPGs, I don't really have that many, like, other OCs. Like, I don't really have, like, a lot of my own, like, original stories that are going on right now. But I do still, like, want to work on, like, an original story that isn't just, like, D&D. Expanding my horizons. I mean, I made all my refs like a day or two before July, it's alright as long as they work. Yeah. That is true. Yeah, I just remember because I had, like, one of my friends, they did, like, this, like, really in-depth sort of go away pop-up. They did this, like, really in-depth sort of, like, thing, like, character profiles where they actually had, like, images for, like, the character's lore and stuff, which I found really cool, and, like, all of, like, the themes are sort of, like, fitting as well. And, like, I think, like, I've checked on their, like, Artfight, like, profile, like, periodically, and they've just been absolutely, like, going at it, like, this is so amazing, this is so cool. But yeah, my Artfight profile's, like, linked in the description if you guys would like to see any of the attacks I've done so far this year. I was intending on making more than 10 attacks, but I ended up doing a bunch of really small 15 to 30 minute experimental pieces between my bigger scene ones, so I ended up with, like, 30 attacks. That's cool. Yeah, I remember, like, on my first Artfight stream, there was someone, who I've already revenged, like, they had, like, it was, like, the first ever Artfight, and they had, like, 40, like, attacks under their belt already. And I think it was, like, mid Artfight as well, so, like, I'm just imagining the amount they've done by now. And, like, you know, they attacked me during stream as well, which is crazy. Like, they are so... I could never. What the frick, Crow? Yeah, exactly, like... Like, they said it was, like, sort of, like, sketches, but still 40, that's, like, that's still amazing, like... Speedrun that, yeah. And, like, that person's technically also, like, how I got, like, the sort of, like, putting the attacks I've gotten, like, into, like, the sort of, like, corner of the stream. because since they literally they finished their attack on me during the stream as well, so like I was like I had to display it like a proud parent, just putting the child's drawing onto a fridge. With their full bodies at least half. I think I can't remember their profile exactly, but I think they drew mostly like shape sort of like characters, I think. I'm not sure. Whoop. Yeah. Because I don't think the sketches weren't colored either, but like, it's still really good. Especially for like first time art fight as well. Like I only did like 2 attacks for my first ever art fight. Okay, I think I should be done with the hair shading now. Simple shapes, that makes sense, yeah. Still amazing. Okay. I think to be honest I don't really end up doing that much eye shading in the end anyway, so I think I'm just gonna leave it just that. Oh shitty. Could do a hack. Okay, yeah, I think I probably just need to clean that up. I love simpler character designs for my small experimental pieces, mostly subclats and Rainworld. Oh my gosh! Oh, I love Rainworld. I haven't got the chance to play it, but like, it like from what I've seen from like the playthroughs, it's really cool. Really fun. I think I saw from like I think it was like a video essay, that someone did on it. I think it was about like the sort of like way like, the creatures in Rainworld are sort of like coded and stuff. So I found that really interesting. Yeah, I love the slug cat. It's so cute. There definitely has to be plushies made out there. I need one desperately. I haven't played it either, I just have a buddy of mine who's very into it. That's cool. Yeah, I don't really know that much about the lore either, but from what I've seen, like, it's a lot, very deep for like a cute little animal game, I guess. Survival. Okay, I feel like I may finally be in hyperfocus mode. Oh, yes. Okay. I am locked in. The brush you're using for the glass is so cool. Thank you. I'm using the lasso tool actually, like, yeah, I love the lasso tool. Then I use like the, for like the outline, I use like the layer setting. Which is really useful because like using like, I'm using like, for my I think I mostly use the lasso tool for like filling in colors and also like doing like my character designs where basically like, I block in the clothes like using the lasso tool, then I add like, have all line arts like automatically with like the, what's it called? The layer outline thing. See y'all. Why didn't I realize it's crazy? It's the power of the lasso tool. Okay, let me just round these glasses up a bit more. I think this should be fine. Yeah, I think it's good enough. Okay, lighting. If you want to do sort of like pale, sort of like, that would be cool. So there's like moonlight in the background maybe. That's my eraser. I think I might get the lights just coming out from that, so if I have like the moon somewhere like here maybe? Oh, because I was thinking as well like having some sort of like foliage like hanging down as like sort of foreground. Or I could just like miss that. Yeah, I could place in like the center. I don't know, because I feel, or should I could make the wall like I think I will stick with the wall. I'll just do stuff. What stuff? I don't know. I'll find out when I get there. Let's add a multiplier for a second. I'll add some highlights. I love using blending modes. I don't think I could ever go without blending modes. The vines on the arm are cool. Thank you. I also used the same technique for the vines that I did for the glasses as well. I love the lasso tool, man. If I had to choose like a favorite tool, in like a drawing software, it would have to be the lasso tool. Lasso full tool specifically. Because I remember I tried like drawing something on like Ibis Paint after I've been using like Hipster Paint for a while, and like I missed the lasso tool so much. Like, I kept being like, oh, okay, I'll plug this in with like the lasso tool. Then I realized like, oh, I actually don't have it. Never mind. So I had to fill in everything manually. It's quite the chore, but yeah. I don't think I highlights like all the way. It's like tiny bit. I just realized I forgot to draw colour in the leaves. I'll do that later. I can do that later. Okay. Hopefully. Okay. I love procrastination. Oh, I suppose I forgot to color shade in the little braid. Let's do that right now. I may tell me just use the lasso tool. No, mine's too dark. So what do you like to draw usually? I really like drawing like my like D&D stuff, like TRPG stuff. Yeah, I've mainly been like drawing sort of like recently. I've mainly been drawing like scenes from like D&D campaigns I've been playing. Also, like I would like to do like a bunch of like designs as well. Like I feel like I've been doing more designs than like illustrations over the past few months. Highlight along the arm like so. Ooh. Yeah, I think like I mainly have like D&D characters. Like, I think pretty much all of like my characters on Artfight are like my D&D characters, aside from the one Eldritch Dilf. Oh yeah, and Shiny Boy. That's neat. Cute. Thank you. I think I need to post more about art in general. Like, I have not been doing that, and I have a shit ton of like art stockpiled up, which I've probably said like a million times already. Like, hopefully I'm like, I really want to post more though, because like, I really want to start commissions. I just need to get like more of my like art out there first. Yeah. Just need that money. Okay. Dragons are pretty cool. Yeah. We love to dungeon up in them dragons. Okay. 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 feel this is missing a bit of something. What is the something? I do not know. Ooh, okay, that's cool. That works. I don't think I'll be bothered to like add that to the rest of the hair though. Let's leave it at that. Cure highlights. Wrong brush. Alright, okay. I think I'm going shooting the eyes. What was I gonna do? My back! Ah. Oh, I think what I might do instead of like the whole like glowing like flower thing, I think what I would do is that I would just have like hold like a flower like sort of like maybe still embedded some soil like in like her hand and just feel like she's like cradling it like a baby, I guess. That would be cool. I could do that. Okay. What was I gonna do? Shooting. Where are the glosses? There. Alright. Duplicate that. Let's play that. Actually, I'll keep that thing on. Turn that to multiply. Not the back, Hersey. Yeah! Oh, I really need to take better care of my back. Been bent over like a shrimp. Oh wait, the opacity's so done. Alright. I think might a little bit more so it's not that harsh on the face. Okay. Now neck and feet hurt all the time because then to draw traditionally flat on the table while also standing up. Oh wow. I don't. That's certainly an interesting way of drawing having a what? Drawing posture? It kind of feels weird because like when I've like sat down for like a while just like drawing like randomly while I'm drawing I suddenly like remember like oh my gosh I have legs. So like yeah, it's fun. Like, I feel like for me, like sometimes I get those like really weird like moments where it's like, I'm just like existing, and then I randomly get like a moment of clarity, and suddenly everything feels a bit too like real. Like, is that just me, or is that like a thing that happens to other people? Like it better, it's free to my hands and arms, easier to move around and make all different kinds of strokes on the page. Yeah, that is true. Maybe we'll try that sometime. think I want to add a bit more, like, make the highlights look a bit less, like, lined and a bit more, like, organic. Also, I don't want to draw like an angle because I work with actual liquid ink on a dip pen that's liable to rip down the page sometimes. That is really cool. I love that. Yeah, I've always wondered what it's like to work with like a fountain pen or like something like that. Because I think the closest I've got to that experience is stick-on ink in good old GCSE art. Ah, that was quite a time. Like, I barely just about passed, like, GCSE art, because, like, undiagnosed ADHD and autism, yay. I think I just want to add a bit more, like, lights to the skirt. I think I need to add a bit more to the, maybe the corset as well. Add a bit more shading, maybe. Yeah. Add a bit more of that sweet, sweet dimension. Okay. Okay. Dip pens smell like a lot more than the liner markers, unless the ink actually flows out the pen anyways. That's cool. Let me see if I can try something spicy. Okay, never mind, I cannot. Okay. Okay, I think I just need to add like a flower maybe? I don't think I'll shade the vines because I'm lazy. soil. I think I was sort of like clumped up in her hands like that. Okay, that kind of looks a bit weird. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Just get it over with. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got that. Let's fin up the stem. Okay, the flower's gonna be kind of wonky, but actually, wait, I could fix this. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna, okay. No. Okay, that works. I'm gonna keep it so in the highlights. I'd say that's good enough. Then let's get rid of the soil. Oh wait, it's not, okay. It would be cool to have some sort of like the soil like spilling out. Okay, then I'll remove the stem. Then okay. Okay, now we need to remove some of the glow, because no soil's in the way. If I'm gonna do something, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, okay. I'm so close to finishing this. Let's get this over with. Okay, I think I should be done with shading the character now, so I think there's no time to do the background. Yay. I'm just gonna freeball it. Fuck it. It doesn't exactly need to be perfect since it's got jump scare by notification. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be hidden behind the character anyway, so it's fine. I feel like I definitely need to like draw more with like backgrounds, so I do more like background studies, I think. Okay, then I'm gonna add some dimensionality. Dimensionality, is that a word? Feels like it. Ooh, okay, okay. Alright. Looks nice. Very lightly, so like, yeah, like that. Blend out the shadow a bit more. Bit of this, bit of that. Okay, time for the vines. Oh, then I also need to add like a shadow of the actual character. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, vines. Oh, I could probably add some like moss on like the wall as well. That could be cool. Oh, I used to have like I completely forgot I had like a ton of like foliage brushes. Let me get that. What is this? Get this. What was I gonna do? Add moss. I mean, this isn't really moss per se, but like, what would be the word? Okay, I think I might just leave the vines like that and I'll just shade them slightly. With the airbrush. Right, nearly there. I keep on saying nearly there, but then it turns not to be nearly there. Okay, it's lagging slightly. Okay, it's fine. I'm also gonna add a slight blur to this as well. I think that should be good. Then, okay. Lighting. Add glow. That's a bit much. Slightly better. Could be better though. Too little. Here's add a moon to top it all off. Then that should be it. Hey, okay. Okay. I think this needs a bit more though. Well, I could probably add some like atmospheric sort of thing. So because she stands out. Yeah, okay. What team are you on? Hello, I am in Team Crystals. Oh yeah, okay, okay, this really pulls it together. Alright, okay. Yeah, okay there we go, okay. Okay. I feel like this could still use a bit more. I don't know what. Maybe I could add some sort of like particles. I mean, because I guess I did say I was gonna add foreground. No, I'm not entirely sure since this seems a bit like... If I add some like particles... Okay, this feels like a bit much. Maybe if I add that like behind instead of like in front. Okay. Maybe if I just add like another gradient, that could work. Okay. There's a cool bokeh effect brush I had. Let's see if I can find that. Oh yeah, okay. My username is Mr. Cheese. Get ready to be attacked. Hey! Thank you so much. So close to the end as well, like, I salute you. Yeah, I don't think I don't know if I'll be able to revenge you by the time Artfight ends. So like, but next year, first priority. Wait, nope. What was I gonna do? Yeah. need to edit this. Yeah, I don't think this fits, so... I wanna get the prism thing to work, I just don't know how to do that. Ooh, okay. Loading bar. Okay. Okay, we're safe. Okay, still a few qualms about this. Yeah. I think I might just end up doing like a flight airbrush. Hey, that's looking awesome. Thank you! Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like the final bits because I feel like something's missing from this. So I've been trying to add like particles. But yeah, I think I'm gonna see if like a gradient could work, then if not... Actually, I think I did try a gradient before, but I didn't end up like... Yeah, no. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it feels like there's something missing. I just can't tell what. It's really annoying. I'm trying to look at all of the stuff I have. Oh, petals. Can that work? Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, petals. Petals would be cool. So I go with, like, the wind. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I got it. Yes. Okay, just this one last corner now. Then I'll finally get on to post-production. Oh, I can't believe I managed to progress this much in one sitting. I was looking for a really specific shape as well. Okay, almost. Ooh, hold on. Alright, chat. I think we finally got it. Okay. Let me just finalize this, the color of this. Yeah, yes. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're so close. I can feel it. I can taste it. Yes, okay. Then I think what I'll do... just have like a sort of... gradient. Not gradient, blur slightly. For the foreground petals. What do you call it? The stream to destroy my character what? Yes! Thank you so much for attacking me. Genuinely. But yes, this is your character. Hehehehe. I'm so close to finishing it. Alright. I think finally I'll just add a bit of this. Where is the... okay. The slight gradient, of course, very cool designs. Thank you. Okay. Alright, chat, I think... Oh, actually, wait. Okay, I think... this should be it. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Actually, let me see if... I could... maybe... Okay, one last change, then I'll... go into a bit of post-production, then I should be done with this. Ah, okay. Okay, blah. I wonder if I should blur like the background pencils as well slightly. Yeah, I feel I will blur it like, yeah, ever so slightly. Yeah, like that. Okay, with that, it is time for the filtering. Okay, let me just transfer between like apps. Okay. Oh. Export. Then... come on. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna transfer apps then. Just gonna cover the screen for a bit. Yeah. We are so close. Okay. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Okay. What screen did I? Okay, this one. Yes. Okay, you're here. Whoop. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Move that downwards. There we go. Okay. Okay, so basically what I do for like post-production is that like I just like add like I duplicate the original sort of like illustration I have. Then I use the overlay blending mode to sort of like enhance the contrast a bit, give us some spice. Like that, like so. 69. Yep. Then I shall... yep. Then I see... should I add some? Yeah, I think I'll just then add layer from canvas from here. I think that's why I like... I love the add layer from canvas button on like Ibis. That's also another thing I miss from Ibis whenever I work on Clip Studio Paint. Cause like the thing with like Clip Studio as well, I don't know if that's like there's an option, but like sometimes whenever I'm like I like right click on like a layer, because the flatten image like option is so close to like where you like press on, like sometimes I accidentally end up like pressing that and then everything just gets condensed down to one layer even though I did not mean to do that at all. It's really annoying, but yeah. Should I add some bloom? So cool, thank you. Look, let's stream that rolls emoji. Thank you. Okay, we're so close. Let me just finish this. Then yes. Okay. I don't think brightness really does that much, so I'm gonna leave it. So then after I overlay the entire image, I go to, put some aberrant chromatic aberration. I got that reversed. I just place like the points of like the center, like on like the character's face, because like that's like the focal point. And let's see if I push this a tiny bit. Okay, that's a bit too much. Yeah, I think I'll keep that 10. All right. And that all I need to do is add the watermark, and that will be it. Currently driving home from work. I'll watch after I promise. This journey is so awesome though. Thank you for the thanks for the attack back. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's add. Oh, I just realized I can't do text on this. Okay, that's gonna be okay. Yeah, this is the final thing. We are finally done. Thank you guys so much for tuning into stream today. Hope you had a wonderful time, because I sure did. Maybe not as much, because but yeah, totally worth it. Thank you, Elkin, for the attack. I'll try to finish the rest of like my revenges. One more revenge. Then I think that'll be it for me, for this year's art fight. So yeah, hope to see you like again on another stream, and also if you're also like partaking in art fight again next year, send me your usernames because I'd love to attack you. And my profile is also linked in the description if you'd wanna attack me next year, maybe. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Hope to see you all next time, and I shall see you soon. Thank you. Bye!